Welcome back to Modalities Movement Therapy. In this 10-minute functional fascial movement class, we're going to focus on balancing on the foam roller. So the only piece of equipment you're going to need is your foam roller. And we're going to sit at the base of the foam roller and roll down onto the roller. Make sure your head is supported on the roller. We're going to use the hands just to bring release into the diaphragm. So take your fingers and push them underneath the rib cage, wiggle them from side to side. So you're loosening up, pushing right in, getting a little bit more challenging towards the center, but try and relax as much as you can so you can get underneath those rectus abdominal muscles, which is that superficial layer right around the belly button. Hold your fingers into an area where you can get them in nice and deeply. And now you're going to breathe. As you breathe in, through the nose, you're going to try and push the fingers out. Then on your exhalation, also through the nose. Try and tuck them in a little bit deeper, wiggle them from side to side, still exhaling. Then breathe in again. Exhaling, pushing deeper into the release. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in and exhaling. Finish off with 1 more. Breathing in and exhaling. Finish off there. Now just taking your thumbs or your 3 middle fingers inside your hip bones, loosening up around the hips, around this lower part, pushing in and just wiggling them around. And now you're going to take your fist, you're going to massage over the sternum. You can use the other hand just to help push it a little bit deeper into the release. And this is all part of your deep core line or your deep front line. Pushing. You can move the fist from side to side as well. And just feel how your breathing changes as you do this. Nice, slow, steady breathing. Remember, we're going to focus on nice, slow, steady movements, trying to get your breathing to create that movement so you're coming into a nice deep contraction on your exhalation. Take your arms in line, so bend the elbows, bring the elbows in line with your shoulders, palms are facing up. You're going to just hug the spine with the shoulder blades and just bounce the elbows as close to the mat as you can. Breathing in and exhaling. Finish off with 1 more slow, steady inhalation and exhale. Okay, keep the elbows into the mat or as close to the mat as you can. We're now going to start those activations. So you're breathing into your arch. See, my lower back is lifting up off the foam roller. As I'm exhaling, pushing the lower back down, rotate the hands. Just push onto the balls of the feet or the tip of the toes. Push the lower back down. You're contracting here, you're exhaling. Palms are facing forward. Drop the heels nice and slowly there. You're arching, so everything's happening from the feet up. Breathe in. Open up, hugging the roller with the shoulder blades. Exhale. And tuck. Do 2 more. Drop the heels. Breathe in. Open up. Your chin should be dropping, so you're getting that movement into the spine. Exhale. Keep exhaling and just lift the feet. If you want to, keep the toes on the mat if you need to. Let's do one more. Breathing in and exhaling and pushing in and lifting out. Keep exhaling and release. Okay, have a nice stretch. So lengthen yourself out. Yawn. Open up over the chest. Arch the back leg. We'll let it come into a neutral position. And just bounce the hands up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the elbows next to the mat. Palms are facing down. Right foot is coming off. Knee over hip. You can keep the foot as close to the tailbone as you can. Extend the left arm. So this is your first option. Pushing the lower back down into the roller, so you're supporting the lower back. Breathe in. Lengthen the arm next to the ear and the leg away. If you find your lower back's coming off, then just lift the leg slightly up. So don't let that happen. Keep activating the core muscles by keeping the lower back down into the roller. Breathe in here if you haven't already, and then exhale back to this lifted position. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, lift the heel off the mat, big toe resting on the mat, that's the left foot. If you can take it a little bit further, you're going to lift that knee over the hip. So the arm is extended up to the ceiling, breathing in and lengthen. Exhale and release. We're going to do 6 like this, breathing in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. 4 more. And 3. 2 to go. And exhale for the last one. And exhale. Bring the left elbow onto the mat. Keep your right knee over the hip if you want to. Otherwise, you drop that big toe. Now we're coming to the left leg and the right arm. So breathing in and exhale. For 2. And exhale. Breathe in for 3. Four to go. And 3. The last one. And release the elbow onto the mat. Now we're going to go back over to the right leg and the left arm. Breathe in. On your exhalation, keep the leg where it is. You're coming up into a chest lift and reach the arm down next to the left leg. Breathe in and release. We're going over to the right arm and the left leg. Breathe in. Keep the leg where it is. The chest lift is optional. If you're taking any strain in the neck, then rather keep the head on the roller. You are still going to feel the activation in the core if you are breathing out on that movement with the arm. Breathe in and exhale. So you'll feel these core muscles engaging. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going, whichever option you've chosen. Breathe in. Three to go. Last 2. One more, breathing in and exhale. Lengthen yourself out. Have a nice big yawn and stretch and rock from one side to the other. Use the back of your hand to push off the mat. Okay, we're going to finish off elbows on the mat to stabilize you. Knees and feet close to the tailbone, knees over the hips. We're breathing in, little fingers down into the mat, elbows to activate the back arm line and hug the foam roller with the shoulder blade. So we're breathing in. Now we're going to arch the back because the legs are bent, so we can now push the lower back into the roller, push into the little fingers, extend your feet up to the ceiling, open up as much as you can. I'm a bit limited for wall space. Bring the feet together, bend the knees and breathe in. Arching the back. Now exhaling, pushing in. Push the knees up to the ceiling to engage the core muscles and the back arm lines. Open up, feet together, bend the knees. Here we go for 3. Breathing in. Exhale. Extend, open up. 4. 4 more. 'Last one, exhaling. Stay on the roller and just lift the tailbone up and over the roller. Just shear across the lower back. And bring your feet back onto the mat. Hold onto your shoulders, opposite hands onto the shoulders, and just shear a little bit. You can actually rock the entire body from side to side. Round your spine. So pushing, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine, and just rolling the roller from one shoulder blade to the other. I'm rotating slightly side to side. You might need to open the feet slightly wider and just control the movement there. Do another 2. And 1 more. Come back to the center. Open yourself up again. Have a nice big yawn and stretch. Breathe yourself into this extended position. Bend your knees. Now hopefully your stabilizers are cooperating. You're going to push the lower back down into the roller. Reach your hands to your knees. Use your hands on the mat if you need to. Otherwise, roll yourself up into a seated position. Well done, and thank you for joining me. Just make sure you drink lots of water with these fascial release exercises that we are doing. And if you know anyone that will benefit from these releases, please share this video with them. Remember, movement is key, and if you don't use it, well, you lose it.